What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video we have some Lions news to talk about, so let's get it started. Alright guys, now currently we're working on improving the quality, getting some more animations, changing the background, adding a real intro. That's not my intro, y'all. Some of you guys think that's like my new thing. That's not my new thing. It's just the placeholder right now because it's my updated logo. But there's going to be an intro there. That's just what I'm using for now until I, have one made. So just keep that in mind. But we have some Lions news to talk about today. Obviously, not a lot of Lions news going around. This is a very quiet time. Just nothing really going on. A lot of things are virtual, and training camp is not being held right now, so there's not a lot to talk about there. And this is usually the quiet time anyways. Aside from a few stories from other teams, Lions haven't really had any news. I did see some news about the Cleveland Browns, is that they've had, put out the highest offer for Jadeveon Clowney. But for the Lions side of things, there's really been nothing to talk about. There is some small news stories that I do want to touch on just to keep you guys updated. If you guys really want to stay updated, make sure you just follow my videos, man. I try to update everything that happens, so keep that in mind. But there is a little bit of news, and I also want to keep you guys up to date with what I'm planning to do when it comes to videos. So this week I'm planning to do a July to July video, possibly a TJ Hockenson video. You guys have seemed to like it, where I break down a certain player, talk about their potential, what they could be for next season, what their role might be. And I think those players are perfect to do. A lot of people view them as breakout candidates for 2020. So I think I will do a video on July to July. We'll see if I do one on TJ Hockenson, but I just want to get it out there. That way, if you guys have any other ideas or any other players that you want to see, let me know. Hopefully you guys enjoy those, but I'm thinking those are what's going to be coming, just not right away, but sometime this week, hopefully. So those are the two videos planned. Also, we may do a Josh Rosen video. Now, Josh Rosen's kind of in a tough situation, right? There's been a lot of trade talks about possibly moving again. He was drafted to the Arizona Cardinals. He was the 10th pick. I think he was the 4th quarterback taken and from the Arizona Cardinals. Then they bring in Kyler Murray the next year, so all of a sudden he's out of a job. He didn't have the great rookie season. All of a sudden he's out of a job. Then he's, kind of in limbo with the Dolphins, and he really just needs to find a home. Some people believe there's potential there. Some people believe he's too cocky and he won't figure it out. I'm not exactly sure which side I fall on because I haven't watched enough of him. So when I watch more, I'll make a legit argument for one side or the other, but we may do a video on that. So keep that in mind as well, because it could be kind of cool to do one. I just don't know what I don't know what I'm going to say. So don't think that I'm saying, oh yeah, go get him or don't go get him, because I don't know yet. I really need to watch him more. I don't think it's fair to look at just his stats and say, yep, nope, go get him, or no, don't go get him. I don't think that's fair. So we'll watch them, and we may have a video on that. But comment below if you guys want to see that. Also, other video ideas, you guys can always do that. Now, let's get into the real Lions news. The first news story we have is about the Lions training camp. The Lions training camp could possibly not be in Allen Park, okay? Detroit Lions could have a different spot for training camp this offseason. What I mean by that is they have been invited, I guess I would say, to have training camp in West Virginia. So have the Carolina Panthers. Now, I don't know if they would both go or just one goes. I don't know how that's worked, but they have been invited to go there. Now, last time the Lions didn't have training camp, in Michigan was back in 2001/2002 when they did it in Saginaw Valley State. Okay, I don't know. That's the last time they did it. But now they're invited to West Virginia to have their training camp. We know everything's kind of virtual at this point. If the Lions feel like they have to go there and they'll give them more time to, work with everyone, they may do it. I'm not sure if they will or not. Like I said, everyone's virtual, so I don't think anyone's actually having real training camp yet. And we'll see. I think the next few weeks will really tell a lot, but if they think that makes it faster, safer, they may go over there and do that. Obviously, unfortunately for fans, they won't have probably them open things where, we can go out there and watch them. But, as long as it's safe and they're able to, work and get better, that's great. We'll see, though. We know the Lions have signed a lot of former Patriots and a lot of players that they're familiar with this offseason, which I've loved. Some people don't like it, but I love it, and it's this is just another reason for that. Not only are these guys going to play good for us, and they're going to fit in the scheme on the field, but they're going to be prepared for the season. With having a shortened training camp and a virtual training camp, they're going to be able to help out some of these young guys and just fit right in a big year for Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn. So I loved the move to go get all these Patriots, and it could be working out even more. So we'll see what happens with the Lions and training camp. And the second news story we have is about Reggie Wayne. Now, this isn't necessarily news. It's more just something that Reggie Wayne said about the Lions that a lot of people are talking about, so I might as well talk about it. Basically, Reggie Wayne was a free agent in the 2015 offseason, and he was asked by the New England Patriots to have a workout. Now, this was his 14th season. Keep that in mind. That's the wide receiver from the Indianapolis Colts. And he was asked by Patriots to have a workout, and he said, yeah, he'd do it. They're the Patriots, you're Bill Belichick. I'll work out for you guys. And then I guess the Lions reportedly, wanted to have a workout with him. And he said no, he wouldn't work out for the Lions because they are the Lions. And, they're not the Patriots because they're Lions. Because you the Lions. I think it was something like that. Like it was just a simple quote. And I guess he said that on a podcast recently, so they're kind of bringing it back to it. Now, obviously, he may not have said that exact quote or whatnot. I don't know. But taking his word for it, that's what he said about the Lions. A lot of people see it as big disrespect. I think it's a little disrespectful. I think it is when you look back on it. However, I'm not going to make a huge deal out of it because at the same time, we've seen seen this before. I think with Richard Sherman, it was a similar situation. Now, he didn't say, oh, I didn't go there because they're the Lions, but it's the same reason. It could have been that same reason. We don't know. I can't remember what he said, the reason he didn't come here, but it was something like that, right? Maybe he turned down more money. Was that what it was? I remember talking about Richard Sherman, but that stuff comes up all the time. Some players just don't want to play in certain places for reasons, and I get it, I mean, Jadeveon Clowney, for example, he got like a big offer from the Dolphins. He declined it right away. He has the highest offer, like I said, from the Browns. We'll see if he accepts it. Not everybody's going to accept in certain places. Sometimes they just want to play somewhere else. Sometimes you want to play for a better team. Now, 2014 for the Lions was a pretty darn good season. So if it was after 2014, then, hey, I'm kind of confused because he could have been with Kelvin and he could have been with a really good team. But if it was after 2015, I kind of get it, right, why he would say that, right? But, hey, 2014, man, things were looking up for the Lions for sure. So, I'm not making too much big a deal about it because I think, everybody has their own preference. It's a little dang disrespectful, but like I've talked about in my rant video, we'll earn disrespect when we start winning games, which will start happening. I'm telling you guys, we will figure this thing out. And if you guys haven't watched my Why I Believe in Matt Patricia video, then boom, there you go, man. They all tie together. So that is your Lions news. If you guys have any other news that I missed out on, put it in the comments below so other people can see it. And also, before I end this video, make sure you go to my gaming channel, Billsby Gaming. You can look it up or click the link in the description. Watch me tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to be live playing someone for game number 3. Week number 3 tonight. If you guys haven't been over there, you got to go check it out, man. My gaming channel. I am the Lions in my fantasy franchise. We are 2-0 right now, and we're hoping to make it 3. So definitely go check it out. Let me know your thoughts, comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'm out.